Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. The third one is sihah, validity. What do I mean by validity? Some people, they have shurutul wujub and they say it is required, obligatory. Then ada, he says he is healthy and he can do it. He did it by himself. But whether it is valid or not, this is what we're going to talk about it. Now after performing Hajj, now it becomes obligatory. You are performance has done by you, then look whether this Hajj is valid or not valid. How? Remain Muslim while he is performing Hajj, he or she performing Muslim. This is sometimes looks strange, but unfortunately we have some ridda. While he is making Hajj, he has some doubt, he said. Very few happen, very few, very rare, but it happens. So you have to be careful with these things. If anyone become non-Muslim for a while, then Hajj is fasid, then he has to do Hajj again. If he comes again Muslim. Niyyah. Niyyah is the intention to do Hajj, whether it's tamattu', whether it's ifrad, as we discussed, whether it's qiran. Some will say, this is not clear to us. Let me tell you a story. I was in Arafah maybe 15 years ago, and I saw a brother there with his clothes. I said, why didn't brother put your ihram to perform Hajj? He said, no, I did not come for Hajj. He is from some other country. Then why did you come to Saudi Arabia? He said, tourist. I'm a tourist. Tourist in Arafah and Muzdalifah and Mina. He said, yes. So he doesn't have niyyah. This guy, when he goes back to his country, he said, wallah, I felt bad. I did Hajj. I went to Arafah, I went to Muzdalifah, I took a lot of pictures. These are not acceptable because niyyah was not there by that time. So niyyah is one of the conditions for validity. Okay. Time of Hajj. Now anyone who comes for Umrah, he said, I will go to Arafah, then I will go to Muzdalifah, then I will go to Mina, then I will stone shaitan, then I will make tawaf al-ifada. No, sir. It has to be on certain time. And it is written in the appendix. وَيَسْأَلُونَكَ عَنِ الْأَهِلَّةِ قُلْ هِيَ مَوَاقِيتُ لِلْحَجِّ. Mean Hajj does have certain times, certain places. So if anyone perform Hajj not during the right time and not in the right places, Hajj will not be valid, definitely out of question. Then being an adult, a young guy or a young boy or a girl, 10 years old, they went with their father, with their mother and performed Hajj. Then they said, wallah, I did Hajj, khalas. No. They have to do it when they become young. Okay? Adulthood. So anyone who does it before he becomes young or adult, it is not acceptable. Though there is a good reward for him, for his mother and for his father, because they supported him in performing Hajj. Having sound mind during Hajj. Someone goes there and he becomes sick, mentally sick. So he's fainted for any reason. Then someone else did it for him. No. So as I said here, doing rituals by himself, because this we say ada. Now one of the most important things that it happens in Hajj many times, when I was a student in Haram Sharif, and several Hajj comes with these questions. Cohabitation or sexual cohabitation before Wuquf in Arafah. This will nullify the Hajj. Well, it is required not to do it during Hajj from A to Z, from the very starting moment to the very end of Hajj. We call it at-tahallul akbar. Please don't get close to your wife. This should be highly respected. This is the reason I say tamattu is good for a young boy, for a young girl. When they come, they perform Umrah, they end Umrah, then they go back to their normal life. Even sexual cohabitation with their wives. So these things, if he does it for any mean, and usually happen in Mecca, many people come with these questions. Some of them, they don't know. This is one of the reasons they don't know. He said, I will sacrifice an animal. No, sacrificing an animal is not enough here. the Hajj is nullified. Totally nullified before Arafah. And he has to repeat it next year. And he has to sacrifice an animal. And there is a good detail about it in the book. Whether it's on both of them, or wife and husband, or on one of them, it all depends about money detail. I'm not going to discuss it here because I do not like to go off the track. But please read the book and be careful with these things. Someone said this is strange. Well, this is what's happening. Even if it's strange, this is what's happening. Okay. When these conditions of validity achieved, then fard, alhamdulillah, is achieved. So you are not required to do Hajj again. If you want to do it nafila, ahlan wa sahlan. Excellent. Good reward. But it is not required anymore. Once alive. Some of the big ulama say it is highly preferable to do it every 5 years. And here now, in Saudi Arabia, none of Saudi will be allowed to do Hajj but every 5 years, to give a chance for Muslims from other countries to perform Hajj. Now I'm gonna stop here, but I'm gonna have another quiz for you, brothers and sisters. So read these and try to answer them by yourself. If you have any problem, go back to the slide, to the captions, to the book, and answer the question. Try to learn something for Hajj. Get ready. من يريد الله به خيرا يفقهه في الدين. Anyone who Allah want him to be a good Muslim, he teaches him something in fiqh. Now gonna do Hajj, try to learn something about Hajj before do it, please. Please try to read about Hajj, because I want you to go with some good background, so you perform Hajj inshallah in the right way. And I wish you inshallah Hajj mabrur wa sa'i mashkur wa dhanb maghfur. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.